sheet pan salmon and asparagus prepared in 30 minutes. If you're interested in a quick and delicious meal, stay tuned. Welcome to the Ebony IVN Time Summer Edition of 2020. I am so happy that you're coming into the kitchen today. Now, we are going to prepare a delicious 30-minute meal. And I tell you what, it is going to melt the hearts of your family. So, let's get started. First of all, I'm showing you my green drink that I'm just going to sip on while I'm preparing this 30-minute meal. I'm trying to incorporate more greens into my diet, and I'm doing that by making green drinks. So later on I'll show you what I do, but I'm just sampling a little bit to make sure that this recipe works for me. Now, I've written the things down, I've done all of those checklists, so let's get on to dinner. Now, with tonight's dinner, because it's on a sheet pan, we're going to have one pan to clean up. And what I did first was that I cut a couple of potatoes up, and I sprinkled them with seasoning and sprayed them with some oil spray. And then I placed them in the oven so I could kind of toast the sides up. I wanted them nice and golden brown. And I did that before I added everything else that goes onto the sheet pan. The reason for that is that if you don't, your potatoes will not get done. Everything else will be done, and they're going to be fast. So most of this 30 minutes is really going to be on the potatoes, getting those potatoes ready. So potatoes are in the pan and they have been in the oven. So they are ready to receive everything else. I brought the potatoes out of the oven, and what we're going to do is that I'm just kind of checking them to make sure they're at least 3/4 of the way done. Now, look into the bowl, and in that bowl is your dinner. It is the salmon. It is the asparagus. I have red onions. I have a few other things that are going to go into this mixture. But remember, it's about the salmon and the asparagus. I cut the asparagus into lengths about 3 inches, and I have sprinkled all of this with house seasoning, some pepperoncino, some salt, pepper. I've added some minced garlic, and I even added just a touch of vinegar. And so what we're doing here, I also, let me not forget, I added lemon juice. And the lemon juice is going to help to keep the asparagus nice and green. It will also give a very springy, summery taste to your palate. So you're going to love that part of it. Now, because of the fact that the potatoes had already cooked, the oven is on 425. And so that means that the fish and the asparagus and the onions are going to cook very quickly. I'm starting the salmon on one side, and then about halfway through, maybe after about 5 minutes, I'll flip it, and then we'll be able to continue and cook the other side. Well, as you can see, the salmon is on the tray as well as the asparagus, and we are going to take this tray. The tray's still warm from the potatoes, so I have to be very careful. I'm going to put this into that 425 oven, and I am going to let it cook. Now, turn your light on, or be prepared to stay close, because you do not want anything in this pan to burn. And also, you may want to just move things around after about 4 to 5 minutes. What could be better than coming home and preparing dinner in 30 minutes? Now that's going to involve just a tad bit of prep work. Number one, you have to have all of the items that you need so that you will not have to go to the grocery, which requires planning. Number two, you want to make sure that if you're going to use your oven, that you set it on its correct setting so it can be at the temperature that you need. Number three, and this is my favorite, I like to prep everything the night before, just before I finish cleaning up with dinner, putting it into a Ziploc bag so I can just pull that out and just put it on the sheet pan or in the skillet and have it ready to go. So be sure prepping is necessary, making sure you have all of your supplies, and of course having it in the refrigerator so it's ready to go. I am so glad that you took the time today to spend with me here in the kitchen of Ebony, Ivy, and Thyme. I hope you are looking at this dish and thinking, that will make a great dinner selection for this week. And it was so quick. 30 minutes was all I needed. Now, let me say this. If you are not a member of this family, please be sure to subscribe, to hit that notification bell, and please make sure that you share it with someone else, because someone else out there wants to know about great dinners as well. Now, my plan is to upload Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, unless there's something special going on like it did this week where we had a special collaboration. But other than that, 3 times a week, I'm right here and ready for you to come to the kitchen. I can't wait. We are going to have a great time. So I will see you soon right here in the kitchen of Ebony, Ivy, and Thyme, where we work hard. We love God and family, and we know without a doubt that everything else is just gravy. Blessings to you and yours.